frozen. Chilly.
Yeah. I'll let it go, mate.
Good morning and welcome to what is turning out to be an extremely windy ride today, but it's all good exercise because today we're out training for our London to Paris ride in June. More on that in a second. We're already 10 miles into this ride and boy, has it been tough. We've already had a couple of dramas with Zolly getting a flat and then having the pump getting stuck on the inner tube valve, which meant we then had to break the valve off just to get the inner tube back out to put a new one in. But then, to avoid the same problem happening again, we used my CO2 pump, which all the lads were very impressed with.
Jesus. Fantastic. Okay, that's it.
Is that the whole canister?
Wow.
Your record. In fact, got stuck on it as well.
That was awesome.
Sorry, it was over a bit too quickly.
CO2 pumps are a little bit like magic, to be fair. But on top of that, my front derailleur appears to have stopped working as well. So I'm currently stuck in the small ring at the front. In fairness, I completely forgot to clean this bike after last week's ride and stuck it in the shelter outside in the garden, whereas I normally give it a nice good clean and stick it away in a nice dry garage. So she's not happy with me. I think the front derailleur has just become completely gunged up and yeah, just doesn't want to move. Better to be stuck in the little ring than the big one, I guess. All that aside though, as I say, we've already done 10 miles. We've been out since 6:30 this morning in the pitch black, and we're currently just on some random route trying to waste time until the cafe opens. The things you do for a bite to eat. We're now having fought our way up some pretty monstrously windy hills. Thankfully, we're now going down Long Lane, Arkston Hill Climb Hill. Jimmy normally has us coming up this, so it's nice to be going down it. We're going left or right? Well, Zolly's disappeared off to the left, but we want to go right, so rather than all of us go chasing after him, Jimmy the Legs has gone after him. Here they come. Right, let's have it. Well, that is another killer hill coming into Saffron Walden. Thankfully, very sheltered to no wind, but still a bugger. But as I said earlier, yes, we have finally booked London to Paris. Although actually technically it's Essex to Paris, because once again we'll be riding from home down through London to start properly at Trafalgar Square and then on to the French capital. So I think it works out at about 215 miles and it's roughly about 100 miles per day, because yes, of course, if you're going to do London to Paris you need to try and do it in 24 hours. So the Essex to London part is about 35 miles, and then from Trafalgar Square down to Newhaven is about 60, but we're going to break that up about halfway down around Crawley. So then after the stop, another 30 miles from Crawley down to Newhaven, hopefully arriving by 10 PM, which is the check-in time for the ferry, and then setting sail at 11 PM on the overnight ferry to Dieppe. Thankfully this time we've got cabins to sleep in. So Jimmy and I won't be sleeping on the bar area floor again, only getting about half an hour's sleep. I would not recommend that to anyone. And then docking in Dieppe at about 5 AM, and then it's 100 miles straight down into Paris. But the first 30 or 40 or so is on the beautiful Avenue Verte, an old disused railway line that's now been completely asphalted and is beautifully flat and smooth. Can't wait for that. But for now, we just need to get these miles in, get the legs spinning and get that fitness up. But although it's training, you've still got to have fun. Jimmy, so you know we saw that postie earlier? It reminded me I was doing a crossword at the weekend.
Yeah.
And there was one of the things I couldn't get.
Yeah.
And the clue was Postman's Round. I was wondering if you could get it.
Postman's Round. How many letters?
Thousands.
Oh, Peter! Goodbye.
As I say, you still got to have fun.
Yeah, I've got one for you. How do you get 4 elephants in a Fiat Uno?
2 in the front, 2 in the back.
Yeah, okay. How do you know there's 8 elephants outside an Italian church?
I don't know, go on.
2 Fiat Unos parked outside. Come on!
How'd you get 4 giraffes in a Fiat Uno?
I think I know the answer.
You can't, there's already 4 elephants in it.
Oh, this joke has got supplementary sections.
How'd you get 2 whales in a car?
2 in the front, 1 in the front, 1 in the back.
No, out on the M4.
Hey! Oh, traffic related jokes. We've got our cheese.
Hashtag dad jokes.
Cheese jokes. What cheese do you use to coax Winnie the Pooh out of a cave? Come on, Bear.
Oh wait, hang on, I think there's more, hang on.
What cheese do you use to hide a baby horse? Mascarpone.
I'm glad he left, because if he didn't, I was going to. Jimmy's having too much fun now. What have I started? All right, last one.
What does the cheese say when it looks at itself in the mirror in the morning? Hello, me. Hello, hello, me. Hello, me. Hello, me. Hello, me.
Right, well, I think that puts that to bed, thankfully. But if we could just get back onto more cycling related chat for a second, there are a few other rides that we've got planned in this year as well. So the first one is a tour of Cambridge that we're doing in March with Cycling Events UK, I think that one is. And then the following month, we're heading on a tour of Suffolk, again with Cycling Events UK. The first one in Cambridge, I'm actually doing with my son, and it's the 56-mile route I think we're doing, which will be the longest he's ever ridden. So that might be a bit of a challenge, especially as we've only got about a month left to train for that. And then the Suffolk is the big one, 76 miles, the longest route they do. And Jimmy, of course, is talking about riding to it because it's 24 miles away and Jimmy wants to get the century in. I did actually mention that if it's 24 miles to get there, it means it's 24 miles to get back as well. He went a bit quiet on that front, so I think he was hoping we wouldn't notice that. And then a month after London to Paris, we've got the Dun Run again. Yes, 112 miles through the night from Hackney to Dunwich on the Suffolk coast. It is an absolute beast of a ride, but such a carnival of an event. And I've already had a couple of people in the comments of previous videos say that they're doing it this year as well. So if you see me on any of those events, if you're riding them, please feel free to come over and say hi. It'd be great to meet a few of you. So that takes us up to July, and I'm hoping that we should have a few other events lined up for the end of the year as the months go on, because the more cycling you can get in, the better. Or to paraphrase the SAS motto, who does the most miles wins. Right, so there we are, 30 miles done, but annoyingly, only 30 miles on my Garmin. The rest of the lads have done 32 because I forgot to turn my Garmin on first thing this morning. Schoolboy error. Wasted miles! Because as we all know, if it's not on Strava, then it didn't happen. Although I've just realised the route that we're on takes us past Brewery Lane, which is a punchy little hill just round the corner from where I live. And I know at least a few other lads are going to want to go up here to try and get the segment. Oh boy. I just didn't have the legs for Brewery Lane today. That isn't going to be the fastest I've ever done that segment. But again, it's all good training. Plenty of hills in northern France, unfortunately. Hopefully, not as much wind in June though. Right, well, thankfully nearly home. 32 miles done, although it should really be 34, annoyingly.
That is
it. I've got 31.94. What have you got on yours? 35.4 Jimmy's got, so I've missed out on 3.5 miles. Oh well, Jimmy can tag me in his Strava activity, that'll do.
I will be tagging you, brother.
Right, good try with your boy.
Loved it.
So 32, actually 35 miles done. Some squeaking back brakes because I definitely need to clean this bike now. Oh my God, listen to it. But some good training, whatever the miles, and some good hills as well today. Hang on, I've got to sort that brake out. That's a bit better. But yeah, some good training, some good miles in today, some good hills. As I say, when we do the proper ride in June, I'm hoping there won't be much wind, or at least as much wind as there were today. Although, happily, much like it will hopefully be in June, it feels a lot warmer today. And although I've got long sleeve gloves on, as Stu calls them, it did feel like short sleeve glove weather, because it was about 10 or 11 degrees today. So I've actually only got 2 layers on. I've got a jersey and a long sleeve jersey on. So does that mean that spring is around the corner? Are we getting into short sleeve jersey territory? I absolutely cannot wait for that, because I have had enough of this cold weather so far. I am waiting to get down to one single layer, set of bib shorts, one jersey, and even to the point where we have to unzip the jersey because we're getting so warm. But yes, as I said earlier, we've got some good cycling challenges coming up this year. So let me know in the comments what you're going to be doing this year, because we need some inspiration for later on in the year as well, because currently we've got nothing booked in after July, and August, September are peak cycling season. So I want some more events in. So let me know in the comments below what you've got planned later on in the year, or at any point in the year. And you never know, hopefully it will give some inspiration for me to get the lads out for a bit more riding. But for now, I'm off to clean this absolutely filthy bike because I have neglected it for far too long. So I'm going to go and do that. But as ever, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.